So we are going to discuss classroom exercise 6.12. Sky Limited has a suspend account amounting to 1490 debit as at 31st December 2020. As per investigation, the accountant has found out the areas of error and mistake. Purchase of office equipment 2000 has been recorded and blah blah blah. So based on the above information, we are required to provide what? The journal entry and also the suspend account to correct the above error and mistake. So take up your draft paper. So this is classroom exercise 6.13. Okay, classroom exercise 6.13. So it says that the suspend account they have in the trial balance is a debit balance, right? So it's a debit balance 1490. It means that we have to pass some entry to net off the suspend account, because suspend account is a temporary account and it must be fully net off when we prepare the financial statement. So we start from the first adjustment. Purchase of office equipment 2000 has been recorded in suspend account as unknown transaction. So we know when we purchase of office equipment, by right we should recognize this under what? Under non-current asset. By right we should recognize this amount in non-current asset. But because the accountant not sure how to record this, so they put in suspend account temporary. So what we need to do is we have to reverse up this 2000 from the suspend account and record in the correct account, right? So the correct double entry is we debit office equipment 2000 and then we credit to suspend account. It means that we remove this 2000 from this suspend account to the office equipment account. Can catch it or not? Yoo-hoo!
Can
follow? How about others? Angel, Wenqi, and many more. Ziwei, and then what else? Zhua, Gary. I try my best to remember. So we can catch up. So we credit here, we write office equipment 2000. Alright, this is the first entry. Hopefully I'm not too fast and you can follow. So let's move to the next adjustment. Next adjustment is related to what? Let's see. Commission received 3000 has been recorded as a debit entry in commission expenses. So let's take a look. So we do a comparison. The correct entry should be, this is commission income, right? By right, I should show, let's say, a collection, which is bank 300. 300, right? Yeah. However, the wrong one. The accountant accidentally record in the commission expenses account. How they record? They put in debit side 300 as collection. Sorry, the payment. Can understand this? Let's go back to the question again. commission received, this refer to income. 300 has been recorded as debit entry in commission expenses. So this is the correct one, and this is the wrong one recorded by the accountant. So now we have to change from a debit 300 to a credit 300. So can you tell me what is the double entry for this one? How do I rectify this? What is the double entry? Debit suspend account. Okay, I have to debit suspend account 600, and then credit to where? Credit to the commission income account 600. So I'm going to show you why we have to credit the commission income. So we look at the wrong one. In order to change from a debit to a credit, first I have to put my first 300. So this 300 can net off to the wrong entry. And then I post another 300, which is the correct entry. So my commission expenses can change to commission income in a credit 300. So the total credit entry here is how much? 600. So we have to credit commission income 600, and then debit to suspend account 600. This is the methodology, how we correct the ledger from a wrong one to a correct one. Thanks for the answer. So can we record this in our suspend account? Can I? So we go to suspend account. In the debit side, we will write commission income 600. So far so good, class. Can follow, eh? How about others? Yes, hopefully I'm not too fast. Alright, so this is the adjustment for number 2. So we have to see number 3, the last one. Let's have a look. Number 3, maintenance fee 7980 has been recorded as 7890. So this one is the correct one, and this one is the wrong one. So let's see how to rectify this. Similarly, we draw a ledger. So this is adjustment number 3. So we will show the correct entry. Correct entry, this is maintenance account. By right, I should show I make a payment. The amount is, what's the amount? 7980. So we will write 7980. So what's the wrong one? The wrong entry inside your maintenance account, they also write bank in the same direction, debit side. However, they write 7890. Actually, when you start preparing or when you start doing accounting work, this is very common that you may write the information wrong, especially you change the sequence of the number. For example, this is 7980 and this is 7890. So we know this is the correct one and this is the wrong one. So we have to change from 7890 to 7980. So tell me how to rectify this error. What is my debit entry? What is my credit entry? Debit maintenance 90. You see, the original amount should be higher, right? 7980. So how to change from here to here? I just need to add another 90. So the total value will become 7980. So your answer is correct. We debit maintenance account 90, and then we credit to suspend account 90 as well. This one only. Alright, so this is the correct double entry to rectify the error. So have you complete this? Yes, huh? So we move to our suspend account. Here we will write maintenance 90. So let's see whether we can balance our suspend account. So the total debit 2090, total credit 2090. It means that we have rectified the error. The account is balanced now without suspend account. So we have complete this classroom exercise 6.13. Any question? Any question to ask on the suspend account? No, how about others? All right, very good. So the tactic when you do suspend account is when you're not sure how to do the adjustment, draw a sample ledger. What is the correct one and what is the wrong one? So when you draw two ledger, you can identify the double entry more easy. You know how to change from a wrong one to the correct one. So this is the tactic that you can use when you are doing suspend account. All right. So can we move to next question? Yes, huh? Okay. So we are going to do home exercise 6.1. So before we start, can you draw two ledger? You draw one receivable, one payable control account. So the sample is something like this. No need to reserve too much of column. I think here is around in total for you reserve 8 to 9 column. 8 to 9 column in each ledger. Right? Prepare one receivable control and one payable control. So I give you 3 minutes. Have you finished?
Yes.
Yes, huh? How about others? Woo. So carry also finish. How about others? Yoo-hoo. Very straightforward, huh? Just two ledger. Hey class, soft reminder. Soft reminder. Next week is your submission deadline for your assignment. So don't forget to submit. I don't accept the answer that, oh sir, I forget. You should set this in your calendar as a reminder. Alright, I don't accept the reason that I forget. Understand or not? Woo! Okay, very good. Remember to submit before the deadline. Alright, so I think majority of you have finished the drawing of your receivable control and payable control, right? So we can looking at the question now. Home exercise 6.1. The following are the transactions between LKY Limited with its supplier and customer during August 2020. So what they want me to do, based on the above information, please prepare a receivable and payable control account to identify the total credit sales and purchase during August 2020. So they want us to find out what is the information of your credit sales and purchase in August 2020. So we follow the sequence in the summary here. So trade receivable as at 1st August 2020, debit 167560. So we go to receivable control account. We write balance BD 167560. Alright, 167560. So we have record the first entry. Second entry, trade payables as at 1st August 2020, 159302 at credit. So here 159032. Yes, 032 on the credit side. Next, we have return inwards 35168. So can you tell me return inwards is related to your customer or supplier? Return inwards. Return inwards to your supplier, right? Oh, sorry. Return inwards to your customer, right? So here, can you tell me debit or credit? Credit, very good. Return inwards. Because return inwards will reduce the overall balances, so we credit 35168. Next we have return outwards 9056. So obviously return outwards related to your payables. So we write return outwards. Amount 9056. Can we move on? Yes, The fifth entry, I have a discount received 7214. So discount received, can you tell me related to your customer or supplier, debit or credit? Customer or supplier? Supplier, and then I have to debit or credit? Debit, because discount received will reduce the amount that we owing to our supplier, so we debit in the payable control account. So the amount of discount received 7214. Very good. So let's move on. The next one is discount allowed 5891. 5891. So this is related to what? Discount allowed. Customer or supplier. And debit or credit. Yes, discount allowed related to your customer. And debit 5891. So this is discount allowed. So when you give discount to your customer, the amount that they're owing to you will reduce. That's why we credit in the receivables control account. Very good. So next one, payment to supplier. So obviously this is the amount that we pay to supplier, right? So in the payable control account. But my question is, I have to record in debit or credit? Debit or credit in your payables control account? Debit, when we make payment to our supplier, we credit. So we just write payment to supplier. 267167, 156. 267156. Next one, collection from customer. So this is related to your receivables control account. 371560. So this entry I should record in the debit or credit? Credit, very good. 361560. We record in the credit collection from customers. Why record in the credit? Because when the customer make payment to you, this will reduce your receivable balances. So we credit the receivables account. Not bad, you all. Very good. Very understand the double entry. I'm so proud that you have a very good understanding on double entry. Keep up, you need to carry forward this knowledge. Share. Of course lah, my student ma. You need to carry forward this knowledge to your degree. You don't forget in your degree, and then when your lecturer asks, hey, did you learn this in your diploma? And you say, no, Mr. Tan never teach us. Don't Make sure you remember what is debit and credit and carry forward this to your degree. Means CD and then BD in your degree. Okay. Next one. So it says that my trade receivable as at 1st September 2020 is a debit balance 96780. 96780. So this is my balance BD. You see, they say in the next accounting period. So my BD is on the debit, the CD is on the credit. 96780. And then we look at the payable. Payable control account say that as at 1st of September 2020, I have a credit balances 113489. So 113489 at the credit. So this is balance BD as well. So we have a balance CD 113489 here. So the next thing to do is we have to find out the missing information. So in your receivables, you can find out what is the credit sales. In your payable control, you can find out what is the information of credit purchase. So what is the amount for your credit sales and credit purchase? Can you try to calculate? Okay, I teach you something in the Excel. You don't be so gay kiang. You know what is gay kiang? Means that you think that you are very smart. You press equals. You use the total minus this one. If you click like this, you cannot get the answer. Why? Because this formula is linked with this. You see, if you do in this way, then your formula is not correct. So you cannot do in this way, because this formula is the link from here. It means that this amount also depends on this and this depends on this. So the correct way is use your calculator. 509,399 minus 167,560. So you get 341,389. Ta-da! Then you can balance. Alright, don't link here. You cannot get the answer one. I also think that using Excel for your final exam is a good experience for you to understand Excel. Alright, that's why I set my assignment in Excel as well. So we look at this one. So we use 396,915 minus 159,032. So we get 237,883. 237,883. And we balance the account as well. So this is the answer for your credit sales and credit purchase. So far, so good. Any question you want to ask? No? Good. Hopefully my speed is not too fast and you can understand. Alright. So we have finished the exercise 6.1, the control account. So shall we move to the next account? Who haven't completed this and you want me to wait for a second? Yoo-hoo! Anyone need me to give you some time to record this? Done, How about others? Gary okay. Zhuo okay or not? Ziwei okay or not? So you wait for my call, then you answer me, right? So we move to next question. Go to your textbook. We try 6.3. We try 6.3. This is page 100. Page 100. So are you ready for this exercise? Yoo-hoo!
Yes.
Alright. The following is TCP limited bank statement for Jan 2020. So you can see this is from 1st January up to 31st January 2020. So we have a balance 3,825. And then this is a summary of the company general ledger. We call bank account for the same period. This also start from 1st January up to end of January. You can see that I have a CD on the debit side 29180. So from here we can understand that the amount is not equal. So what are the reasons for this unequal bank statement balances and your general ledger balances. So they say that they have found out some issue here. What is the requirement? Based on the above information, kindly prepare the following account. As at 31st January 2020, we are required to prepare revised bank account and bank reconciliation statement. So before we start this exercise, let me give you some introduction on the bank reconciliation statement, because you may not so understand through my video. So you take this opportunity to understand this again. Alright, we change to a new one. So we know in company, so this is company, we will prepare what? We will prepare account. So the account we call what? General ledger. So in this general ledger, we will have one account called bank account. So this bank account we can consider as company record. At the same time, we save our money in bank, right? We save our money in bank. So bank will have their own record. So in the bank record, what they prepare to us, they will give us bank statement. So bank statement refer to what? Refer to bank record. Bank statement refer to bank record. So why we need to prepare a bank reconciliation? When the balances in your company account, general ledger, and the balances in your bank statements, they are not equals. When your bank account in general ledger and bank statement in the bank record is not equals, so we have to prepare bank reconciliation statement. Clear or not? So what are the reasons that we have a difference in the balances? It may due to error, reason due to error in recording, omission. What is the meaning of omission? Means that you miss out. Omission in recording, or due to timing difference. These are the three reasons that we have a difference in our bank account balances and bank statement balances. So we need to prepare the bank reconciliation statement. So any question to ask on this? Any question to ask on this? Ooh, got question or not? No, huh? So you are clear with my explanation, right? Why we need to prepare bank reconciliation statement. So
Yes.
can we start? Yes, huh? Okay. Look at the exercise 6.3. You can see that they give you the bank statement. And in the bank statement, you can realize that credit in the bank statement will make the amount increase. And then debit in the bank statement will make the amount reduce. Do you know why? You may ask, sir, in our GL, right, we say debit bank means increase, credit bank in bank account means decrease. Why the bank statement is different? Do you know the reason? Don't know. It's not a typo in my bank statement. If you log into your online banking account, you can also realize this. Bank point of view. Yes, Kerry, your answer is correct. This bank statement is prepared based on who views? This is based on bank view. That's why the transaction is totally opposite as compared to us. For example, when you debit bank in your ledger means your amount increase, right? But from the bank point of view, the amount that you bank into them increase. It means that the amount they're owing to you increase. So they have to credit. A different position. Alright, we can discuss more if you still cannot understand this. So the reason of different is due to bank view. That's why the debit and credit is on the opposite. So let's look at here first. We identify what is the finding after the investigation. Actual collection from bank is 15400. So collection from bank. So we found out this one and this one. Right? Collection from bank. Bank. Sorry, it's not bank. It's bank. Okay. So which one is the correct one? 15400. Meaning that this amount is correct. Am I right? This amount is correct. And this amount is wrong. So for this entry, if the bank statement is correct but ledger is wrong, I have to adjust in the ledger or bank statement. I repeat, if the error is done, the error is wrong, the error is recorded in the ledger, so I have to adjust this entry in the ledger or bank reconciliation statement. Yes, your answer is correct. Because the error is in the ledger, right? So we will adjust this error in ledger, the revised bank account letter. Next, actual payment to Dixon is 338020. So we find Dixon 33820 here. But bank record wrongly 33280. So which one is the correct one? This is the correct one. And this is the wrong one. So later on, the adjustment for this one, we have to do in bank reconciliation statement. Because the error or the mistake is done in the bank statement. That's why we have to show in bank reconciliation statement. Next one, actual collection from Genie has been recognized in credit entry in the bank account accidentally. So we know that when we receive the money from customer, we will credit in the bank account, in the bank statement and debit in the ledger bank account. But this entry has been accidentally recorded as a payment because the collection should be on the debit, right? But we record in the credit entry. So we know the bank statement is correct and the accounting record, the ledger is wrong. So this adjustment we have to done in which account? We have to adjust this in, yes, ledger. We have to adjust this in our ledger. And we not yet finished. Now we are trying to match. We are trying to match the bank statement with the bank account. We are trying to match the bank statement and the bank account. So opening balances is 37250. This is matched with our bank account opening balances. So strike 2, no adjustment required. Payment to Azan 13200. Payment to Azan 13200. So this is the correct entry. So we can strike through as well. For the correct entry, we are not required to do the adjustment again. Next, direct debit insurance expenses. So what is direct debit? It means that you have authorized bank to deduct the amount automatically in your bank statement. So this showing that you have made a payment 1350 in your bank statement. However, in the company ledger, do you have this amount? No, because you are not aware that you have a payment of insurance expenses. So these are the things that we are going to show in our revised bank account. So we make a circle. Collection from bank, we have to do the matching and we know that the bank account is wrong. So we are going to adjust the bank account later. Collection from Cedric, 25610 on the credit and then 25610 in the debit in the bank account. So this amount also agree. Payment to Dixon, we know that bank account is correct and bank statement is wrong. So we will make this adjustment in our bank reconciliation statement later. Direct credit, we received 1005 from Eric and this 1005 is not appear here, right? This 1005 is not appear in our bank account. So this one we also need to record in our revised bank account later. Check return Cedric. It means that previously we received the amount, but this amount has been reversed back by bank. Why they make the reversal? Maybe Cedric bank account is not having enough balances. That's why the bank reversed the amount. So you can see that this check return has been shown in your bank statement. However, this amount is not appear in your bank account. Meaning that this reversal, we have to adjust in the bank account later. Next, collection from Freddy. Freddy, 2,400 collection we show in credit, correct? And then in the bank account, we show debit as a collection. So this amount also correct. So we can strike through. It means that no adjustment needed. Next one, bank charges, $10. This bank charges is a direct debit in our bank account. However, it did not show in your bank account. So this one we are required to show in our revised bank account later. Next one, payment to Hunt. Payment to Hunt 30,000, right? So show in the debit. And then in the credit side, we can see this payment to Hunt 30,000 as well. So this amount we strike through. And then last one, bank interest. So here the bank interest it shows in a credit, right? So meaning that this is a bank interest income. We receive this 15. When you receive the money, this is income. When you pay, this is expenses. So how much we receive? We receive $15 as at 31st January 2020. So is this 15 shown in your bank account? No. This 15 is not shown in the bank account. So we also make a remark. This one we will record in the revised bank account letter to show the collection. So we have finished the analysis of bank statement. Next, let's look at the bank account. So we have net off or identified the error of majority of the entry. But we found that the collection from Joy, payment to Ivan, payment to Ken is not shown in the bank statement. I have one collection and two payment is not shown in the bank statement. So tell me, what is the reason for this not showing in the bank statement? The reason is due to what? Yes, the reason is due to timing different. This is due to timing different. We have shown in our ledger, but the bank statement is not reflected. What's the reason? Timing different. So for the collection, we know this is uncredited. For the payment, this is unpresented. So this uncredited and unpresented check we will show in the bank reconciliation statement later. Alright class, I want you to draw two accounts. I want you to draw a revised bank account and also a bank reconciliation statement. So this is the sample. So do you need to refer back to the textbook, or you can refer here for the drawing? Okay, I refer back to here so you can update your textbook. So I give you 3 minutes. Please draw the revised bank account and bank reconciliation statement. So this is the sample, you can refer. So are you ready for the discussion? Yes, how about others? Aiden, are you ready? Zui, ready?
Yes.
Jiayang, ready? Birthday boy, ready? Ready? So we start from the revised bank account. So first of all, we write down the balance, the opening balances. From here, you can see that we have a balance CD at the debit, right? So the balance BD will appear here, 29180. And then we follow the sequence. So we start from the bank statement amount. The first one is a direct debit insurance expenses 1,350. So this amount in the revised bank account, we will write insurance expenses 1,350. Because this entry show in the bank statement but not show in the ledger. That's why now we have to record this entry, the missing entry, or we can say omission entry. So this is the first entry. Next, the next transaction is this one, right? Payment to Dixon. But this is the error in the bank statement, so we will show in the bank record later. So this one, direct credit Eric 1,005. It means that we received the money from Eric. This show in the bank statement but not appear in the bank account. So in the ledger, we will show collection from Eric 1,005. This should be BD, sorry, typo. Next, so we have record this, and check return. Check return by who? Cedric. So check return, this will reduce the bank balance we have, right? So check return, we show in the credit side, Cedric 25610. Next, we have a bank charges $10, not show in the bank account, the ledger. So bank charges 10. Continue. We also have a bank interest income 15, not recorded in the ledger. So collection, we show in the debit side 15. So we will write bank interest income. Next, we have to rectify this, right? Then 15,400. So let me show you the working. So this is the correct. This is the wrong one. The actual collection means this is the correct. From bank is 15,400. So we will have a bank 15,400. So this is the correct one. But the wrong one, we have record 14,500. So now we have to change from the wrong one, 14500, to the correct one, 15400. So how to do the rectification? I have to debit or credit the bank account. Debit by how much? Yes, very good. If we debit 900, then the total amount will become 15400. So we can match to the correct one. So meaning that we have to debit the bank account by 900 to correct the error. So we can record this. So let's move on. This 900, we will write here, collection from bank. Next. So this one will finish. This one, bank reconciliation statement, so we will do it later. Actual collection from Genie has been recorded in credit entry in the bank account. So the correct one should be bank account from Genie. The amount is what? 25100. But they have record wrongly. The wrong one. Bank account. They show the collection from Genie 25100 in credit. So tell me how you change from a wrong one to the correct one. How much I should record and what is the amount? So Aiden answer debit 50,000. Wen Xing also the same. Yi An also the same. Any other answer? Alright, let me show you the answer. First, in order to change from a credit to a debit, first I record the 2510 here. The first entry is used to net off the impact of the wrong entry. And then I have to record again the correct entry 25100 in order to show that what is the correct amount. So the total rectified entry will be debit 50,200. So when you prepare suspend account or when you prepare bank reconciliation statement, when you have find out the error, you can do a sample or a short ledger like this. So you will understand what is the entry that I have to pass and you can minimize the error. Alright, now we record this entry in our revised bank account. So collection from Genie. So basically we have complete everything except for the bank reconciliation adjustment. So next thing is we can find out what is the new balances for the bank account. So 56150 here, 526150 here, 15 here. So we know the missing amount is on the debit. What is the amount? Use calculator. 56150 minus 52615. So the balancing amount is 3535. So 3535. So we can balance. So the balance BD 3535. So we have finished the revised bank account. If your balance of bank account is on the credit, it means what? This is a negative balances. If debit means positive. So any questions so far for the revised bank account? How about others? No, Gary? No. Dev? No question, Alright. So this is the complete revised bank account. So the next account that we are going to prepare is the bank reconciliation statement. So for bank reconciliation statement, we start from balance as per bank statement. So how to get the information of balance as per bank statement? This one, 3825. 3825. So this is a positive amount, right? So we write positive here, 3825. First, we record the uncredited and unpresented. In the bank reconciliation statement, uncredited check is under 8. So amount is 37,800. Unpresented check is minus. Ivan. And then this is Ken. So what is their amount? Ivan is 13,200 and Ken is 31420. So we put a negative. I repeat, for uncredited check is a positive amount in bank reconciliation statement. It means that in the ledger we have record the collection, but bank statement not yet record the collection. That's why we have to add in the bank statement amount. Unpresented check in our ledger here, we have minus. We have record the payment. However, this payment is not shown in the bank statement. So what we need to do? We need to minus. And then one more entry. The wrong entry is this one. Payment to Dixon. The correct amount is 33820. This is correct one. But bank, they record wrongly. They record 33280. It means that they record a lesser amount, right? Because the actual payment, the correct amount is more than the wrong amount. So what is the difference? We use 33820 minus 33280. The difference is 540, right? Because less record, that's why we have to minus. So this 540 will record in the minus. And what's the description? This is error in bank statement. This is payment to Dixon. And then we have the final amount. We use the balance as per bank statement, add uncredited check and minus the unpresented check and the error, we get 3535 in negative. This is what? Balance as per general ledger. So if you can match this amount with this amount, meaning that your answer is correct. So kindly have a look. So we have ended the discussion of home exercise 6.3.